Hey everybody, Chris Liepe here, helping you discover ways to make music with your voice, with your guitar, and using some cool technology as well. I've spent a lot of time so far on this channel urging people who are learning to sing not to try to imitate other people's singing, but instead to be yourself, to focus on feel, how your voice feels when it comes out, rather than trying to get a specific sound that you've heard that you like. And so I thought I'd do a video on how to find your own sound without the distraction of having someone else's sound looming. This is going to help you be less judgmental about your own voice, and it's going to help center you on what your voice is designed to sound like. Getting caught up in trying to sound like someone else is the first point of failure for most singers. It ends in discouragement, it ends in constant comparison, and ultimately it breeds fear and discontentment with something that could be very, very good as soon as you learn to embrace what you have in your own voice. So I'm going to give you a very simple roadmap in this video for doing that, for discovering your own sound. If you want to go beyond this and find out what your voice can really do, be sure to join my free singing course listed below. So here's the roadmap where we're going to start. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to find something that is not a song, that we can't attach our expectations of how something should sound, and we're going to create our own little small song, and we're going to muse on it with our voice and our favorite instrument. Maybe it's not guitar, you can use piano, or you can just put on some meditation music that has some sort of pitch and try it if you don't play an instrument. But I'm going to use guitar. And so I just found this ad that we got in the mail, and I'm going to take these words. Any new concrete installation project, save 10%. So this has no baggage for me when it comes to how I should sound when I sing this. I just have to make something up. Trust me, I'm going somewhere with this. So I'm going to just choose, I'm going to choose that. But I'm going to start by actually closing my mouth, and I'm going to think the words as I hum. I'm actually thinking those words. I don't know if that's the melody I want to use yet. Let's do some rhythm. Need another chord in there. What I'm doing by thinking the words and humming is I am isolating one particular aspect of my singing voice. I'm just working on pitch. I'm not working on pronouncing any words. And when I tend to imitate other people, one of the main things that I tend to imitate is how I perceive them pronouncing their vowels, which I'm usually wrong when I'm doing that. But that creeps in. So how do they say that word? How are they doing that? I'm getting rid of that temptation by only thinking about the words and then coming up with something pitch-wise and rhythmic-wise that might work. So I've found my words, I've established a pitch and a rhythm, I've hummed them while thinking of them, and the last thing I'm going to keep in mind while I'm doing this is I want to make sure that I am very relaxed from here up. especially when you're humming, I'm thinking words in my head, there's a tendency to do that. Relax. Think about the words. Relax. Now, what I'm doing is I'm actually singing this now. Any new concrete installation project, save 10%, save 10%. Any new concrete installation project, save 10%. Save 10%. Now, when you go from humming it to making actual words over the pitch and over the rhythm that you've come up with, you want to maintain that relaxed state from here up. Don't tense anything. Make sure you're pushing from your lower abdominal muscles primarily. So because we weren't starting with an actual song, we weren't trying to imitate someone else's song, someone else's melody, because we came up with it ourselves, we were being original from the very beginning. We have no expectations of what it's supposed to sound like. This is helping you discover what your voice can do without the influence of someone else's singing, behind your back, looking over your shoulder. Now that we've come this far, we can decide, is that the right key? I've come up with my melody. I've come up with my rhythm. Maybe it needs to be in a different key. Maybe it will actually work with my voice better. Let's try something. So we were any new concrete installation project, save 10%, save 10%, save 10%. We were there. Wonder if we went to G. So we got to take this. Any new concrete installation project. And it's good for ear training too. And da 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 da. It's a fifth. So da da. Any new concrete. We're modulating to G. So we want to go from G to B flat to F-ish. Any new concrete installation project, save 10%, save 10%. Yeah! Any new concrete installation project, save 10%, save 10%. Save 10%. Any new concrete installation project, save 10%. Save 10%. Save 10%. Yeah. Save 10%. Any new concrete installation project, save 10%, save 10%, save 10%. So there you go. Kind of a songwriting thing, as well as a way to discover your own voice without the pressures of other factors that we talked about. What are they again? Choose a random ad or something you're not emotionally attached to at all. Internalize those words. Any new concrete installation project, save 10%. And then go to the guitar or whatever instrument, come up with a melody, hum the melody first while thinking the words, maintaining complete relaxedness and not worrying about pronouncing the words, so that we introduce the melody into our heads, we introduce the rhythm into our playing, into our voice, without worrying about the pronunciation of vowels and trying to imitate someone else while we're doing that. Then add the words in, go to town on it for a while, and experiment with key. See where you can be most passionate and most comfortable with what you're doing. This was a fun video to make. I hope it's fun for you to watch and learn from. If you have any questions, be sure to leave those questions or comments below. Be sure to subscribe if you like what you're seeing, and I'll see you for more.